Welcome back. Well, we know that big tech's been happy to do the bidding for the Bidens for a long time. But thanks to a court filing from two Republican attorneys general, we now know just how in cahoots they really were. The filing, which stems from a request for the DOJ to turn over communications between the White House and the tech companies, paints a much clearer picture of just how willing these tech giants were to censor online discussion about COVID. In some ways, their plot was right out there in the open. Remember when Jen Psaki said this last July?
It's important to take faster action against harmful posts, and Facebook needs to move more quickly to remove harmful, violative posts.
Our orders are clear. Comply. And it appears the White House's message was received loud and clear by big tech. In fact, people at Facebook were eager to help. Here's a good example. This email obtained by foxbusiness.com. A Facebook official tells Surgeon General Vivek Murthy, quote, "I know our teams met today to better understand the scope of what the White House expects from us on misinformation going forward." Expects from us? It sounds like they're emailing their boss, and in some ways, probably felt like that. Biden says jump. Zuckerberg says how high. It didn't stop there. They're even censoring memes. The White House COVID response digital director asked Facebook to take down a fake page impersonating Fauci and even got a reply within seconds. Now, if I were to forget my Facebook password, it would take them a week to get back to me or you. The White House is already playing defense on the story, claiming that these communications between Facebook and the White House started during the Trump administration. But who's really believing that? Louisiana Attorney General Jeff Landry joins us now to walk us through his court filing. Attorney General, walk us through that court filing. What are you attempting to expose here?
Yeah, look, what we're attempting to expose is basically that the government infringed upon citizens and others who were disseminating that information their First Amendment right. So, like, let's take this for an example. If you were a police officer and you believe there was criminal activity at a house, but you didn't have probable cause to be able to get into that house, and then you used their neighbor to get into that house, their neighbor now becomes a government actor.
Sure.
Right? And so that warrant would basically fall on its face because the person would have probable cause. It wouldn't hold up. And there would be no due process. It's the same thing with the First Amendment. And that's what we're getting ready to test. I really believe this could be one of the most important cases in American history. People, when I said this back in June, I think some people said, oh, there's no way. This is just another opportunity for Republican attorney generals to attack the Biden administration. No, this goes down to the bureaucracy of the federal government, basically using the power of the federal government to coerce big tech into censoring Americans. And whether it would be the Hunter Biden laptop or whether it be all of the pandemic information that people are trying to get out there. Look, suppose we find out that there was information out there that big tech censored that could have saved Americans' lives. I mean, think about that.
We know there is.
Think about the reality of that.
We know there is. So you're saying when big tech companies work as an arm of the government, they lose their protected status as a neutral platform.
That's exactly right. They no longer can put up this thing, oh, I'm a private actor. I can control things on my platform. When the government basically tells you, I need you to go do something, and then you go do it, you no longer have that shield. You become a government actor. And that's what this case is about. And what was remarkable was the ability for us to actually get over the discovery obstacle. And when we were able to jump over that, when the judge allowed the discovery to happen, and then we started to flood this discovery, the things that we started to find were really astonishing. It was things that we believed. We really hoped it wasn't true, but it is. And Americans on either side of the aisle should be concerned, because this basically says that who's ever in control of the government can censor information to American citizens. I mean, this is completely un-American.
Very quick, Attorney General, they claim it started under the Trump administration. Have you seen evidence of that?
Well, we don't. I have not, to my knowledge, we hadn't. But let me close with this. Abraham Lincoln once said, "You can fool some of the people all of the time, or all of the people some of the time, but you can't fool everyone all the time." And I think that this is exactly what's being exposed today. A lot of us back during the pandemic days said that the government was censoring information. We were basically laughed out of everywhere we went and saying this. And what we find today, prima facie evidence in this discovery, is that the government was at work censoring Americans.
Keep us posted. As always, they get caught, try to blame Trump, but you're doing the heavy lifting. Attorney General Jeff Landry, thanks a lot. Appreciate your time.